Hello, child of God. I welcome you once again to Christ Without Borders. I come here to share another prophetic warning. And this one concerns the United States of America. Now, about this vision, something happened in the United States. Something came up in the United States. And what the next thing I saw were trucks. Trucks. I saw trucks park up and leave. A lot of trucks park up and leave the United States. A lot of them, truck after truck after truck, parked up and left the United States. These trucks were businesses. The trucks represented businesses that was allowing people to earn a living. A lot of them left the United States. Truck after truck, so many of them left the United States. And then after these trucks left, what I was shown were the families that depended on the businesses for their livelihood. There was nothing for them. There were no jobs. You can't work anywhere. So if you can't work, and all the jobs, all the businesses have packed and have left the United States, which way are you going to sustain your living? Truck upon trucks. Something happened in the United States. I don't know whether it's a declaration of war or the demise of the dollar. Truck after truck left the United States. Now, after this, another section was shown to me where the citizens could not stay in their homes anymore. The citizens of the United States could not stay in their normal homes anymore. They had to move into the forest. They had to move into the tree line. And I have another prophetic message that was shown me, I think, a year or 2 years ago, where something had happened, like a war, that had made it impossible for people to live in cities. So everybody left cities and went into the forest and lived in the forest. People were using old methods of cooking, old methods of preserving food. People were advised to put on very robust footwear. People had to pack certain things, emergency packs, medical stuff, emergency medical stuff, spirits, first aid kind of kit, to allow them survive as they are going into the woods. And this is the same thing I saw in this vision I was shown just yesterday. In this vision I saw yesterday, the people were encouraged to carry along with them livestock, goats, sheep. If you have them, they had to retreat into the forest or in the tree line, behind the tree line, for safety, because the cities were not safe anymore. The cities were not safe anymore. So, if you have the means to leave the United States, do that now. When the companies leave, the businesses, the corporations leave the United States, that place, I don't know what you'll be able to do in that land. It's going to become a wasteland. It's going to become a wasteland. If you are listening to me, you are hearing me, you are in the United States, you have the means to move out of the United States, do it now. Relocate. Those of you who don't have money, you can cross over to Mexico or any of those countries in South America that is slightly better. You start doing your research, start doing whatever you have to do. You cannot be in the United States because war is coming to the United States. You will not be able to stay in your homes. You will not be able to stay in the cities anymore in the United States. Those of you who will not be able to come out of the United States will have to go into the forest and live life like it was 17 something. You are going to cook with fire, normal fire. People were learning how to use firewood, crude ways of living. Not as we have it. A lot of us have it now. We are using refrigeration. A lot of people had to use old ways of preserving stuff, old methods of doing things, old methods of healing, a lot of things. Leave the United States if you have the means. I released a message earlier and said you should go to God in prayer and pray to Him. If He is telling you to move out of the United States, move out of that place. There is judgment upon the United States. There is judgment on that land. Move out now. Those of you who don't have money, cross over to Mexico or go get somewhere, go to Ecuador or some of the South American states, Argentina or something. It's Argentina. So get out of the United States of America. There is judgment on that land. If you can relocate to Africa, Vietnam, Philippines, wherever, move to that place. There is judgment on that land. Move to Mexico, move to Brazil, go to somewhere else. And go to God in prayer for more clarity. Go to God in prayer so that He gives you, He shows you where you should go. But this is it. There's judgment on the United States. Something is going to happen. Either it's going to be a declaration of war over the United States, or the dollar is going to crash. And as a result, all the big companies, the businesses, what makes America, America will all move out. When they move out, that land is going to become a wasteland. One of these two things. Declaration of war against the United States or the crash of the dollar. We already know the banks are crashing. Some of them are keeping quiet over it. So that's that. I saw this yesterday. So if you are watching this message you hear from the United States, be watching the news, be listening to the news, and even as you are scrolling through your TikTok feed, other people, I've seen other people talking about something similar, but I didn't give my mind to it because I have not seen it myself. And this is what God showed me this dawn. So pay attention to whatever is happening, your news, whatever people are saying, because God releases confirmation messages with other people too. Because it said out of the mouth of two, an issue is established, something is established, something is confirmed that it is going to happen. So decide now before it's too late. Decide now before this enemy army takes over the United States, because when they take over the United States, all of you are going to you will all become slaves. Get out of the United States now. There is judgment on that land. Thank you.